All right. So it's Friday morning, and for some reason, there's no rain, but it looks like it's coming in. I don't know, Friday, but yeah. All right, so I want to break this down real quick. So we're on day 3, and it's really hard to eat my grams of carbs / calories and potatoes. And I wanted to explain that a little bit. So, starches are very satisfying because humans were meant to eat starches. So when you load on starches, you get satisfied at your proper time. So when you eat the amount of food, your stomach tells you like, oh, hey, I'm full, right? So yes, I have been eating a lot of pasta and carbs and stuff and fruit and whatnot, but it's like the same thing, like 10 bananas. Like I can't eat 10 potatoes. It's like the same amount of calories. Actually, the bananas have more, but the bananas are easier to eat because they're not as starchy. So the first day I got a really bad stomach ache, and I know Vegan Foot Soldier was saying like, hey, that's your body detoxing. But I also think it's this. From all the reading I've done for the last 2 books, when you overeat in carbs, which let's just say I was overeating in the potatoes because I was like, well, this is 20 potatoes, it's 2,000 calories, I need to eat this. So I couldn't eat 10 potatoes in a serving. But what happens when you overeat is everybody's like, oh, you're going to get fat. I'm going to look like a potato. No, your body, the excess calories of the starches gets like exited. It's like radiated into heat out of your body. I was so hot. I felt like I had a fever at work, like I was going to puke. But I had all this energy, but I was just like, oh my God, I'm so hot. And I think it was just the overeating and the starches, like, making my body feel that way because I overate, but at the same time I had all this energy and I wanted to move. Therefore, when people say, oh, I would just get so fat, it's like, no, you wouldn't be able to sit around. You would want to go do stuff because you're going to put all this energy in your body as opposed to you're eating fucking peanut butter all day or fucking burgers, whatever. On day 1, I was 77.5 kilos, and that was 170 pounds, which was 5 pounds than I normally weigh. But I was eating all those like high protein foods like the burger, the buffalo chicken sandwich, the Beanfields chips, tons of sodium, water retention. Yesterday, I went down 3 pounds. I was at 174 at 76 kilos. Today, the lightest I've weighed in a year, I weighed 163 pounds, 74 kilos. Like, that's insane. Because, I was eating really low fat all day, but, the sodium was still up probably because of the Sprites and the baguettes and tons of protein because of the pastas and whatnot. But potatoes are so fucking pure, and I'm not adding salt or anything. Maybe a little bit of ketchup, but dude, it's insane. I felt so hollow today. I definitely need to. I want to keep eating, but it's just crazy. So I decided to share that with you guys because Jesus Christ, 163 pounds when I was at my peak of riding before I went to Cascade last year in July. I got down to 162 pounds, and but it was only for not even for a week. I went back to 165, or I wasn't even at 165 totally, but I dropped down. And then I started smashing in some peanut butter pretzels and stuff like that. But it's crazy. So yeah, it's only been a couple days, but I decided to look at it as each day because, man, looking at it as 28 days, all I can think about is bananas and rice And last night I almost went to the store and bought a freaking 7 ounces of pasta because it had 0 grams of fat just so I could have pasta. But it's like, where's my mental strength at? I feel like I have all these things I want to do, and then it's like gonna quit, and I'm just like, it's really hard, working 15-hour days and you're hungry as fuck, like, and then you're like, oh, maybe I should ask them to make me some French fries. It's potatoes, but it has fat. Just because, like, I couldn't prepare properly before I went to work, like with the potatoes. Like, I have small pots. Cooking that many potatoes is so hard. I can't even get barely 9 potatoes in one of my pots chopped up. It's insane. Whew, what a rant.
Nightmare. And I was that guy, yeah. It's scary. It's a scary finish.
Alright, just about ready to go to work at 3 o'clock. I'm gonna just clean up my shave so it doesn't get long to where it stings when I shave. I don't think I've ever cut myself so much shaving. It's a brand new razor, but maybe it's because I'm in a rush.